Now, the Vedas per se have 4 important sentences which are called Mahavakyas. When you say Mahavakyas, it means great words, that's what it means, great words, or holy words, or sacred words, let's say. Sacred words. So, these are the 4. And one is Tat Tvam Asi. Tat is just a modification of that. You take H out and you have Tat. Tat, that. Tvam, you. Asi, are. You are that. It's one of the Mahavakyas of the Vedas. Tat Tvam Asi, which means you are that. Which means you are not this. You are not this conditioned being that you think you are. But you are part of that, or rather that unconditioned supreme truth, Brahman, that. Tat Tvam Asi. Which cannot be explained, which cannot be defined, but which can be found when all finding ceases. Am I talking in mysteries? No. Something which is touched when all attempting to grasp ceases. No, I want to say something which is very interesting. It's not as if we have that tat only in the Indian system of thought. One of the most ancient systems of spiritual and religious thought and philosophy has been the Jewish system in the world, one of the oldest. If you remember, any of you, if you have read, it's not a fashion to read now these things, but if you have, Moses walks into a mountain. So there in the Torah, the Old Testament, who walks into the mountain, and there he is about to climb the mountain when he hears a voice which says, "Take off your shoes." We have all taken off our shoes, right? So take off your shoes. You are entering a sacred place. So he takes off his shoes. He's not accustomed to, so he takes off his shoes. And he enters. And he sees a fire under the bush. They described as a fire behind the bush, but I think he saw some light there. And he is completely stunned. And he asks, "Who are you? Or what is you? What is it?" And the answer is very interesting. It sounds like Tat Tvam Asi, but in a different way. The Hebrew sentence for that is Ahye Asher Ahye, which means I am that I am. There is no other descriptions possible. So I am that I am. More deeper explanation of the tetragrammaton. So, this is Tat, so you are that. One of the Mahavakyas. So the Upanishads and the Aranyakas go about explaining this. What does it mean, I am that? Because I think I am this. The second, which we discussed of course, in the morning, that. The second Mahavakya is, I am Atma Brahma. My Atman is Brahman. That means my inner self, my consciousness, the observer that is within me, is not different from the Supreme Brahman. I am Atma Brahma. Mahavakyas from the Vedas, 2. And the third is Prajnanam Brahma. That means I am of the nature of consciousness. The Brahman is of the nature of consciousness, not me. Me has already been established, I am not different. Prajnanam Brahma, the Supreme Being, the Brahman, which the word Brahman is derived from the Sanskrit root Brih, which means ever expanding. no limitations. I am Prajnanam Brahma. And the last Mahavakya, very dangerous if you don't understand what you are saying. It can fill you with a great deal of ego. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. Now, it's premature to say that until you know what you're saying. Otherwise you might be filled with too much ego. I am Brahman. You'll soon find out when somebody abuses you that you're not the Brahman. But right? When Brahman is not moved by praise or blame. Okay. So these are the 4 Mahavakyas and the Aranyakas and the Upanishads. Make a good job of trying to explain what it means.